Good evening, you lovely lot. Good morning to you guys, very early in the morning, stateside. Well, you know, it's not too early, but it's still early enough, isn't it, on this Monday? Well, what is going to be an absolutely fantastic Monday Makers, if Wake Up Call and Colour Me Happy is anything to go by. Before we go any further, we've got one important thing that we must do right at the start of Monday Makers. So I'm going to throw over to my beautiful friend Debbie, where we need to do a vote.
A vote, yes, that we did not have time to do during Colour Me Happy. So we're going to start the show for everybody on Facebook and YouTube to vote what your favourite is out of the Colour Me Happy show. So first of all, I think this was the first one. So that is number one, where I used just 2 water reactive ink pads and one of those fabulous beautiful embossing folders with the dies. So that's number one.
Okay.
Number 2 was my beautiful background using a duet ink pad. So that's number 2. And then number 3, the one where we had to literally rush. I have actually finished it off though, now I've added more colour to it. Number 3 is the box, our decorated box using our gilding waxes. And as you can see, I've just added more to it and added all the paper onto there. So 3, 2, or 1, you decide.
Excellent, rightio. So while we tally up the votes, we'll kickstart the show, but we do need to start off with just letting you know that we are in the middle of our 7 days of summer across on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. Every single day we've got something different that's going to benefit you guys at home. So today be number 3, day number 3, and we've got 3 for the price of 2. When it comes to our buddy bags. So you can head across to the website, you're going to see a great big yellow and blue banner that says 3 for the price of 2 when it comes to buddy bags. Click on that link there when it comes to that home page of our website. That's going to take you into the other page. You're going to see all the different buddy bags that are applicable within that category. Now, when it comes to that category, I do have to let you know with the 3 for 2 that is going to end at 11:59 your time, because tomorrow we've got a brand new benefit, let's say, that's going to be starting. Now, tomorrow you're going to have Corin and Jan. You're then going to have Corin and Sarah for a big launch, and then you're going to have Corin and Jan once again. So throughout tomorrow they're going to have something different to celebrate when it comes to the 7 days of summer. So as I say, you've got up till 11:59 your time across the globe to take advantage of day number 3, which is 3 for the price of 2 when it comes to the buddy bag. As always, with everything, every single thing, even if it comes down to 10p on any of our sales shows, you're still going to get your Club Inspire on top of that as well. So we'll talk you through that the rest of the show. Where it also benefits is when we have a crazy deal on what I'm away to show you right now, and that is something that is going to be even more crazy once you include your Club Inspire. Now, so many names of you I can see popping up at the side of me that are in our Club Inspire, if not all the names. Many of you are already at platinum level. So we've got Susie T on the social this evening. Once again, she was in earlier on. And we've got Heather. Heather is in saying hello from East Yorkshire, UK. Not too far away. We've got Deborah Spence saying greetings from Texas. Gosh, I so would love to go there. Well, you know my love for America. I'd just love to travel the whole of America. We've got Carletta saying hello everyone from Arkansas. We've got Jane is saying hello everyone from Las Vegas. I'd like to go there as well. We've got Faye Parks is saying hello Craig, Debbie and everyone from Faye in Kent. Hello to you. Lois is saying good afternoon everyone from Ohio. And then we've got Beth is in saying good afternoon from North Dakota. Afternoon to you, afternoon, morning, evening for some of you guys as well, depending where you are. Same team all around today. You've got me, you've got Debbie, you've got Johnny in the gallery, we've got James in the gallery, and then just outside as well, we've got Tracy, we've got Liv as well. So here we go. Let's have a look at that epic deal. This one here being, of course, the character gift tags. Now, this is going to give you a saving of over 60%. That is a saving over 60% on the today's price. Even better when you are in Club Inspire and you're paying that purple box price. So this is your 9-piece character stamp and die set. Now you're going to be getting 46 stamps, you're going to get 9 dies in total. Now these are the fun ones. These are the ones where you can create your tags, your bookmarks, any other project with the front of the character, but also the the back of the character, shall we say. Still a little bit early within this show. Now, when it comes to all of these, every single one, you're going to get the die, you're going to get the character front, the back of the character, and you're going to get, you know, around about 2 or 3 quirky sentiments to go with each one. So within that last one there, it was the bunny rabbit. We've got the doggy. We've then got the cat. We've then got the unicorn. We've also going to be giving you the giraffe. Then we're going to be giving you the mouse. We're then going to be giving you Mr. Fox, Witty Woo. We're then going to be giving you the fairy. And then last but by no means least, we're going to give you Nellie the elephant, who didn't pack her trunk and go all the way to the circus because she stayed to be made into a tag. But you think of the fun that you could be...
Squashed by a Gemini machine.
Okay, I
Bless
wondered
her
who was
little
going to...
heart.
Wondered who was going to go down that route there. No
I'll
doubt.
never forget it, Craig, because I was following you in that day.
Yes, you were. You were. I was like, what's going wrong with the Gemini play? It's all squishy. Where's my elephant stamp? Where's it got? Oh. So, very quickly, I used the die to help line up my elephant stamp. Sorry, I used the stamp to line up the die. I just didn't pick the stamp out. So as I then ran through my plates, we got a Nellie the squished elephant, to say the least. I've never done that again. Never done that again. And I'll never live it down either, because I think Ben filmed it as well, where he got it off of our YouTube. Now, if you are platinum, that's going to come down to £16.80 or $22.40. You're going to find them on Shop the Day. They've been so popular. But before we dive into a demonstration, Debbie, we've got a result already for demo of the show for Colour Me Happy. And Susie is saying only by 3 votes.
Oh, that was a close one.
Second was number 2, but the winner was number 3. Which we thought.
Said it. You all called it, didn't you? I was like, number 2 is going to do it. So we'll put the box forward then for demo of the day for later on. So yes, thank you very much. I shall keep that over there. Does mean that I can take the other 2 on with me. So I'm win-win, win-win. Right. Oh, can I just explain as well? Costume change. Don't know if you've noticed, different costume. Even Johnny. Shut. Poor Gemma is all I'm going to say. Did you never notice this? Costume, yeah, wearing orange, producer Johnny. I had a slight accident with a bun and some cream. It's my own fault for eating it, and I ended up dropping it right down there, and it was a great big patch, wasn't it, Craig? I said, there's no way I'm going on air with that. You could see it, it was visible.
Yeah, you could.
Yes, so it's thankfully I carry a spare dress in the car.
It's a lovely dress.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's very cool outside now, so it's quite apt actually. Now I've got long sleeves on. However, shall we have a little look at these gorgeous, cute little character tags? They are super cute, and honestly, so much fun that you're going to have with them. Whether you're taking them into little fancy slimline cards, this one. Not just a tag, it's actually a card. I love that one. I actually, do you know, it's the first time I think I've seen Mr. Fox.
Now, do you know there was a comment this morning from, I think it was maybe Hannah. It said she'd never seen the fox before.
Me neither. I've never seen him. I definitely haven't got him in my little crafty stash. So they're going to make great tags. They're also going to make great, lovely features on cards as well, because you've got the back and the front that really make that stand out. You can pop them onto little gift bags. That's what we did this morning. You can make them into fancy little cards as a little keepsake. So you could make a lovely card and then a little keepsake bookmark. Love the giraffe, I'm not going to lie. Let me get him back in there. You get inside. But he sits just beautifully into that card. One of my absolute, I just love this. We gave her a little shout out earlier, Alexia. Absolutely love that, using one of our reveal windows, which I just think that is so
genius.
Clever. Absolute genius, which is why I love to bring that out every single time I show these, because they are super cute. Now, I did a tag this morning that went onto a gift box, but what I thought I'd start with is going to start with making them into tags, but then bringing them into card making as well. So I have gone for the You're the Top Dog, the little woof there, love him. Especially the stamps. I think the stamps you're going to be able to use so many times, with or without this, in tag making form, because you've got a lovely set of stamps. And then, of course, she's now notoriously been renamed Cat's Butt. Cat's Butt. But absolutely super cute. You are perfect in every single way. I think that is so lovely. Now, what I do like, and why I always think Leanne and the team get it right is that they can make little tags, but rather than popping an edge on, an outside cutting edge, we haven't, which means you can then turn it into a very long bookmark or a medium-sized bookmark, or you can take this and you can use them over the character edges of cards, so that could be over the, like a top fold of a card and have an all peeking over there as well. So I absolutely love that for that reason. But I always start with a die cut element and then stamp into it. I just find that a bit easier. You were saying that you lined it up, Craig, when you squished poor Nelly. Did you line it up onto your card, or did you have that die cut first then?
Well, see, it wasn't actually this set.
Ah.
It was the elephant that was the... Was it the spinny elephant?
Ah,
was it the spinny elephant?
Oh,
yeah.
I thought it was this little elephant.
No, it wasn't this.
I stand corrected. I didn't realise that, Craig. I thought it was this one. Because obviously I wasn't in... I was waiting in the wings, so to speak.
That's right,
That's what I was doing, so I didn't quite see.
Yeah, because it was the elephant. Well, at the time, the characters, you had also the front and the back, so that when you spun round, you seen both sides of them.
I get it now, I get it. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you running it through twice? Well, I'm running it through twice because this morning I showed you on the Nina cardstock, I just coloured both sides, but this is going into a card and it's going to be part of a little aperture. So I'm going to cut them both out. Just going to, and again, lovely size to go in your minis as well as your other size ones, although I think we're due for a new plate because this one
I think so.
Looks like it's seen a better day. So I'm just going to pop that through and then we'll snip off the bottom part. So that's the dog part. So let me just move that to one side just for a time being. And then if I come in now, I have got two pieces, but I'm just going to snip off the bottom. Now, if you want to create a nice, neat one, although our scissors are fabulous because one fell asleep with the big scissors and you can get that lovely, neat cut at the bottom, you could take your guillotine and you could, like I said, you could elongate this if you wanted to. I've just kept it nice and small for the first one, just to show you the kind of thing that you can do with them. Let me just move that out of the way for a second.
I stand corrected, the elephant. So Lillian's saying, wasn't it the peekaboo elephant? So it wasn't the peekaboo, but it was the animals, you know, the edgeable animals. We've done all the wildlife ones. We had an exclusive set with one of our magazine. We got the outer die to go with it.
Ah.
It was the elephant from that. That's what it was.
Ah, right, okay. See, thing is, we work with so many different things.
That's exactly
it's very hard
I know.
To keep up with everything.
Many
it
elephants.
Really is. Now, I've done the die cut. You can see I've got the two pieces. I'm going to have him facing forward on this side, and then his little backside one, I'm going to have, but turn that around in a second. They actually fit both. That's the beauty of these. But I'm just going to lean that there for the time being because I want to grab my stamping platform and my stamping mats.
Okay.
You can use your rocker blocks. You can use your big stamping platform. The one we call the Hero tool here by most of the team. But I'm just going to come in with my mats. I'm going to come in because I am colouring with alcohol markers as well again. So what did I do with my alcohol marker ink pad? I thought I got them both out.
Incidentally, we do have some tri-blends coming up very, very shortly with a freebie of glitter pens.
Fabulous, fabulous. Now I'm just going to pick that up. Don't know why I lined it up first, Craig. I mean, really. I'm not on the stamping platform. Then I'm thinking, then I'm not stamping. Did you notice? Because I'm like, what are you doing?
I didn't until you just twitted and I went, yeah, I see what she means.
Sometimes. Now, I'm just going to line that up. Before I actually commit, I'm just going to get my head in, just bear my purple roots for a second. There we go. Line that up and then stamp that down. Super cute. Now, at this point, you could actually switch your stamps round and pop it on and turn it onto the back side of it as well. Right. So I could do it on the back side. However, I have got another die cut, and because I'm using my alcohol markers and because it's going to be part of a feature on a card, I'm not going to chance it this time. The nature of an alcohol pen seeps through cardstock, so this time I'm going to dual stamp it. But you can, at this point, turn that over and pop the back side onto the back end of this tag. Okay. However, I'm going to come in, and I'm thinking about this as in terms of they're going to sit sandwiched together. So I'm going to turn that round. So I've got it the right way round. There you sit, Debbie. And then just place that. And again, please excuse my head while I get into position. And then just push that down. Let the stamping platform and the mat do the hard work for you, because it is so easy to do these, and they are the cutest little characters that I think that we've done for a long time. They're just so cute, and I can't get over the price. I'm not going to lie, the price is insanely good. It really is. Now I'm going to come in with now that I had a piece of dark card, there it is, just to make it a bit easier for it to pop when I'm doing a bit of colouring. Now let's have a think. I might have a bit of muted brown down his nose. Let's come in with a bit of muted brown.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll have a bit of muted brown down his middle. He don't look no vicious, scary dog, this one, does he?
He doesn't. No, he really doesn't.
He is so super cute. And again, with your tri-blends, lay down the lightest, then the darkest, where you think the shading would be, and then the medium.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in with the light. The lovely thing about these stamps is, Craig, it's minimal effort.
It is. It really is. It doesn't take long to colour them in.
No,
and you know,
not
okay,
at all.
it could maybe be a specific breed of dog, but that still doesn't stop you from, you know, if you've got a different breed of dog, or you know, your family member does, you can still start to colour it in the colours of the family dog that you've got, or your friend's dog. You can just have that creative fun. It really, they really are fun to colour, but I agree with Debbie, they've got to be some of the most cutest animal stamps. And as we keep talking about the price, because obviously it is a crazy, ridiculous price, but they're in some ways, and bear with me when I say this here, it's like Christmas. When you buy your Christmas crafts out of Christmas, they don't outdate. For these, a dog's always going to be a dog. A cat's always going to be a cat. Rabbit's always, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's not going to change next year or 10 years' time or 20 years down the line. So you buying them now at these incredible price, all you're going to do is change the colours each time, should you choose to.
Exactly. That's exactly right, Craig. And I think you could customise it as well to, like, you know, your colours of your dog. Do you know, like, my Millie was a little Cavalier, and she was a tri-blend, so you could customise your stamps. I mean, obviously, I can see it's not a Cavalier. I'm not that.
Are you basically just saying what I've just said for like the last minute and a half?
Is that what you said? I'm so sorry, Craig. Oh dear Lord, what is up with me today? Do you know, I think, I can't even blame the other studio today. So sorry. I know it's been a lot, do you know, it's been a long few days. And I said, I'm starting to feel it a little bit. I'm glad I'm going on tonight and I'm going to sleep in my bed and have a day tomorrow of doing absolutely nothing because I'm all prepped ready for me hobby maker shows.
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm literally, because I'm starting, I said to you, I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather.
Yeah, your voice is going,
I think the kiddies have passed on yet another bug. Although, to be fair, I've not seen him since last week. But it's like with anything, it takes ages, doesn't it, to come
It does. It really does. And I know, obviously, you were with Sarah at Hobby Maker with the Hobby Maker takeover. Let me tell you, you know, although Debbie's behind the scenes, a lot of work goes on behind the scenes when it comes to Hobby Maker, Stone Street and Sarah. So, yeah, it was a busy day for you.
Absolutely, it really was. And then I told you the lack of sleep. So I'd been up at 3:45. On the go all day. I had my own shows after looking after Sarah all day, and then I went back. I went to go and have a carvery. Couldn't eat it all because it was just too much. Plus, I think the tiredness got hold of me. Went back to the hotel, thought I'd be able to sleep, and then there was a party going off, and I'm like, oh my God, and the music, thump, 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 thumpity thump, 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 didn't stop. 12:30 before my eyes, so I'd been up a concert, and I think it's that. I think that's what's finished me off.
Just not getting the sleep. Well, you enjoy your day tomorrow.
Oh, bless you, thank you. I will do, I will. So, and then heading back down the road again. Now, do you know what? The thing is, we've said this often, they may be long, tiring days, but oh my God, I wouldn't switch it for the world.
Me neither.
I would not switch. I always consider myself to be blessed. I really do. I get finding a job, and I've been, oh God, can you believe this? 7 years.
7 years.
Yeah, I'm coming up to the 7th anniversary. So yeah, 7 years I've been in this job, and I feel blessed every day, and I never take it for granted. And there's days I still pinch myself thinking, God, I get to work with the most amazing people, the amazing company, And we have a laugh as well, that's the thing. Do you know, where else could you get away with the things that we get away with? Now, look, obviously, colour your images in. You can add more ink to that as well if you want to. I've used brown-grey blend for this particular one. But you can build up your colour, and don't forget to colour in the back part as well. Oh, I've missed his nose. Let's do it. Let's do his front a little bit. Let's match him up.
I can imagine him being a cuddly wee dog as well.
Well, how can he? I mean, he's super cute, isn't he? He is super, super cute. I mean, no, there's nothing that would scare you with this one, is there?
No, not at all. No, not at all. Even if you was just to leave them black and white, you know, or maybe little bits of grey or something as well.
Yeah.
And that's it. You could, even if you do colour them to the extent that you are, it's not a time-consuming image to colour.
No, not at all. Not at all. Now, the difference that I've used here is that with the brown blend, there is a shades as well. So I did use the shades on this, but colour both of those in, and you'll end up with, and I've added on the bottom, I've used one of the sentiments. So you're the top dog, and I've added one of the shade blends underneath to highlight it a little bit more. But you can customise these colours to whatever you want. And then just repeat that, the same process with the cat. So you're the cat's whiskers. I always do this. It's just a tabby cat to me. It's like that tiger-looking cat. So I always put that on. And I used burnt orange for that in terms of the pen, laid down the lightest colour, popped the tones in, and then added his stripes in right at the very end. Because those stripes aren't in there, but again, customise them. Then what you're going to do...
If that's the cat, you're the cat's whiskers. What could they have done for the dog? You're the dog's... what?
I know what came into my head then.
The dog's chew toy? Well, look, just say it.
Excuse me, yeah.
The dog's treats, maybe? Who knows?
I know what came into my head, Craig. I'm going to call you Craig Robinson then. I'm getting you a new name.
Craig Robinson?
Oh,
I went to school with a Craig Robinson.
You used to what, though?
I went to school with a Craig Robinson.
Did you?
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
It's when I'm usually saying, you tell kids, and I'll say Natasha Nicole. She hates that because she always wants to call herself Tasha,
right.
And I don't mind. I did name her Natasha, but she don't like it. But yeah, when you go like Natasha Nicole Robinson, she's like, Mom.
Stop it.
So I don't know why I thought you were a Robinson then for a second there, Craig. I really don't.
Well, I would have been proud to be a Robinson.
Oh, bless you. But there's your two little
Look
cutesy
at that.
tags. And then I'm going to add into it now just a couple of little thin ribbons. And I say a couple because I just want to add a couple of little tags. I did have two of these, but I think something's happened to the other one. So I'm just going to snip that in half just for a second. Let me grab... Do you know I keep putting things down, Craig, and I don't... Oh, my God.
Right in
They're
front
of me.
Couldn't miss them.
What is wrong with me today? Oh, and they're letting me loose again back on Thursday. Going back up again.
I was trying to think, what am I this? So I'm not in tomorrow. I'm the first two shows on Wednesday with Sheena. I'm not in Thursday. I'm Hobby Maker on Friday. And then this is my weekend off because I was in last weekend. So yeah, this week it's show break. Nice little week this week.
It's nice though, isn't it? It's a nice little combination. It is. I can't wait though for Saturday. It's Peter Kay time.
Oh, you've got Peter Kay.
Oh my God, I am like beyond excited for Saturday. I can't tell you. I'm like proper excited. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. I really, and someone's been messaging me and telling me how fabulous it is, and I'm like, oh my God, I just can't wait. It feels like, to be fair, it feels like a lifetime ago since I bought the tickets, but in reality, it's not that long ago, but it's come round really quick. Come round really quick. Now, I'm just going to move all my stamps out of the way, Craig, because I'll tidy that up in a second. Because what I've done is, oh, that's my pin for me glue. Let me just pop that over there. I'll put that back in. Bit of housekeeping.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear all about it. It's going to be fun to hear.
I'm nowhere near at front though, so that's the only problem. I'm right near at back. Never mind, there's Manchester next year, and I am near front, and I can't wait for that one.
Yeah, you've got that.
Now, I've got myself I've created a little bit of an aperture using some of our linen cardstock, and do you know the colours of summer? But the spotty eye, because I love that. I do love the spotty side. I mean, you can, if you wanted to, have either side. It's what, in fact, no, because I've done that and it'll blend in, won't it? Yeah, we'll stick to the spotty. I love both of them, but it's almost like a sacrilege to cover up that gorgeous floral.
Yeah, you just never know what one you want to go for, is it?
You never know which one to use. But yeah, create an aperture. You can use nesting dies to create an aperture, or you can simply take your paper trimmer and create that as well if you wanted to do. But I just wanted to have somewhere for them to swing from. So I am going to attach them just up here, and then I'm going to pop a couple of little bows on there as well. But I'm just going to have a little matte backdrop, just to give them a little bit of framing, even though they're not going to be sat down, you know, stuck down.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put that framing in there. Let me just make sure I've got that centralised. There we go. And then now I'm just going to attach. Now, I forgot to put my hot glue gun on, because I would normally at this stage put the hot glue gun on. However, I can get away with this with some tape. And I'm just going to...
I'm intrigued to see where you're going with this.
Well, I'm going to have side by side. So they are going to be friends. They are going to be friends. So I am just going to position before I stick. There we go. And then stick those down. Make sure I've got that nice and even. And then I'm going to add now a couple of ribbons at the top. And it's just another little fun way.
Yeah, it is.
To create a couple of tags and take it into your card making.
Absolutely.
And again, I'm just going to take off my red liner tape and then pop that over the top.
Great way to use them.
And then I'm just going to finish this off now with, oh, got to have a gem. Got to have a gem or two. I'm a little bit addicted to gems, as you know. For anybody asking, I will tell you, me and you, Craig, big fans.
We are.
We don't sell gems, that's the problem. We don't sell them. So,
we don't sell those. We like to use hunky-dories when we can.
Oh my God, yeah, I'm totally addicted. Oh, I've lost my poker tool now, Craig. Oh my God.
It's right in front of you again.
Oh my God. Oh, can we ask Liv for a coffee? I think I need a coffee, Craig. I think I'm in need for one, because Debbie's brain is not working today. If in doubt, look in front of you.
Oh dear.
Now the question is, how many gems do we put on, Craig?
Well, I always do 3 in an area. So I would do exactly what you're doing right now. Yeah.
Oh, great minds, Craig, great minds.
We really, really do.
And there you go. And I'm not going to do anything more. Because obviously I could have had like a little panel there, but I want to just create it into card form. And there you go, both swinging away side by side. And then, of course, when the recipient opens it up, it's like the inside as well. And it creates that lovely back part to them. And there you go.
Brilliant. How cool is that? So cool. You can recreate exactly what Debbie's just done there with the character gift tags. Now these ones here are your 9 collection of stamp and dies. So we have got our elephant, so tons of fun. We've then got sparkle with fairy dust. We've then also got clever fox. We've then got enjoy the little things with the mouse. We've then got go wild. We can then also give you the follow your dreams. You're then going to also be getting the you are perfect. You're going to be getting the you top dog. And then you're also then going to be getting the happy birthday. All of these are coming your way. £21 or $28. You're saving $32.91, or for you guys stateside, $43.87. However, if you are platinum, you're going to be £16.80 or $22.40. They're on the website. They have been popular today, which I'm not surprised. If you are going to go for them, you've got a saving of over 60% on that today's price. But of course, by the time you take your Club Inspire, whether of course it's 5%, 10%, etc., then it's going to come down a lot less, which means platinum $16.80 or $22.40. So that is your cute character gift tags. Let's have a look at some Monday mega deals, because we've not just got the one, we've actually got quite a few where we're going to be looking at our tote bags. Now on the show we've actually got 5 of them. So I'm going to show you the first, we'll show you what we've got here, and then we'll do a little bit of comments, because there's so much love coming in for what Debbie's just been showing you there. But this is our deluxe tote case. Now, not only are you going to be getting the deluxe tote case, what we're going to be giving you for free is our medium scissors. Now, it's our medium scissors. Now, these are Japanese stainless steel. These are so good. And I know you'll probably think, well, you're going to say that, Craig, aren't you? But it's about the way that they've been manufactured that Leanne sourced them. These are rust and corrosion free. You've got that resist factor to it. You've got that comfortable handle. Although it is a hard handle, it is a very comfortable. The way it's been shaped and manipulated, it is a really comfortable handle. Also, what you'll find as well, it is a non-stick feature. So if you are going to be using them to cut things such as your foam pads, then you know that they're not going to stick. You might get a little bit of residue, but it won't actually stick. When it then comes to the actual longevity of them, you're going to get that long life quality. You know, we've gone for the sword manufacturers that Leanne have sourced. You know how we've got our sword manufacturer that produces our guillotines, comes to the material. It's what we've got with our scissors. So that's your medium scissors that you're going to be getting for free. So they're worth $12.99 or $19.99. Just to say as well, you know, in your sewing room or in the kitchen or the he shed, the she shed, anywhere like that, first aid box, anywhere in the boot of the car, you don't have to just use them for crafting, but they are of course perfect for that. But what you are paying for is your deluxe tote case. Now within this one here, $34.99 or $39.95. Platinum price, you're going to be $27.99 or $31.96. Now you've got all of your pockets all the way around. You've got 3 along the front, and then you've got 2 on each side here. Relatively deep pockets. You know, you're going to be able to hold quite a lot of things within your tote case. Not only that, on the opposite side, you've got your zip pocket. So if you are maybe going to do things such as your ball tools, or maybe you're going to be doing things such as your paintbrushes, etc., that's great. But what you can then also do is put in your cable leads in there. What I mean by that is inside, although you've got all these dividers, you can take all these out. You can take these 2 out of the hook and loop, and then fold these 2 back. This will actually hold your Gemini Junior. So it's going to hold your Gemini Junior, your plates, additional dies, additional folders. That's going to be held in there. So that's what I mean by your power cable could be stored in there should you wish. But because you've also got options, if you just wanted to have a medium compartment and then a smaller one, you can do, but then this is where you can come along and you can cater it to your need. So maybe you just want 3 long compartments. If you keep them that way, they're going to hold your A4 plates. Maybe you just want to use that as a way to store all your plates. You can do. But then once again, it's up to you whether you go for 2 and a 2, or maybe you just want to go for the full on 1 larger pocket in the middle and your 4 smaller ones. Really strong, sturdy, robust. You've got the stitching around the edge, got the metal clasp as well, and even when it comes to the handles, really strong, sturdy, and you've got that really strong, tough foam, but it's also comfortable to hold. So you're going to get that with your free scissors, $34.99, $39.95 for the platinum price, $27.99 and $31.96. This is our branded Crafter's Companion grey and purple floral design. For me, this is what I believe is our pattern logo of Crafter's Companion, is that design and that colour, which you guys are loving today, which I'm not surprised. So you can get your hands on that one, should you wish, across on the website. That's one of our Monday mega deals. What we're then going to do is we're then going to be having a look at our luxury cardstock. Now within this one, well, we're saying that you get 90 sheets in total. Yeah, technically you get a wee bit more than that, because when it comes to the actual cardstock that you're getting, these bits at the front, these aren't actually included. So you've got kind of like that more than half mirror, and then you've got that little bit of your, that one there is your satin. These ones aren't included. So we are going to read what's on the screen there. So it's your 3 packs. It is your blue, your red, and then your green. But how about you don't pay for the red? So you're technically going to be getting the red for free, $19.98 or $31.90. Now you're going to be a platinum price of $15.98 or $25.52. Now if we exclude these little bits at the front, that is 30 sheets in each pack. That's 10 shedless glitter, that is 10 satin and 10 of a mirror. You get that with all of the 3 packs. Then of course, these ones at the front there, these are little extras. So it does work out that you're buying 2 and you're getting 1 for free. Technically, we have to say a certain one is free. We're saying the red one, but of course, if you decide that you want to have the green one for free, you go for it. It's entirely up to you. Luxury cardstock, we use it all the time. I certainly use it all the time to have those colours. And guess what? 3 main colours of Christmas. Just saying, and you're going to get the red for free. So that's on the website as well as one of our additional Monday mega deals. We're then going to be having a look at our tri-blends. Now this is where you're going to be paying for the tri-blends. You're going to then be getting the glitter pens for, well, I think technically it's for free. I think it's even better. You know, getting them for a penny, that is good, but we can do one step better, and you're going to get them free. So your tri-blends, coastal blends. So when it comes to these ones, you're going to be getting your ice blue blend, blue turquoise blend, true blue blend, you're going to get light green blend, you're going to get jade blend, and you're going to get the green turquoise blend. So 6 pens, 3 shades within that 1 pen. When it comes to the tri-blend, for instance, you've got the blue, and in 1 pen, you've got the light, the medium, and the dark. In total, if you think about it, you're getting 18 colours. They are alcohol-based pens, so should you choose to use them in the form of just 18 standalone colours, you can do. Colour your gems, your pearl, your ribbon, you know, your MDF wood, etc., etc. You can do that. So you're paying for them, but you're going to be getting the glitter pens for free. Now, these are water-based, so you can still do little bits of water technique if you want to, or as much as you want, but these are a lovely form to write. It's a nice little ballpoint sort of feel when it comes to writing. Now, when it comes to these ones, you are then going to be getting your golden glow, electric pink, ultraviolet, fiery red, supernova, and then you're also going to get your yellow cosmos when it comes to the glitter pens. 6 of them on water-based glitter pens. I use mine to handwrite all my Christmas cards and birthday cards, etc., etc. $19.99 or $29.99. You can see that saving of $11.99 or $17.99. That's where the glitter pens come into play. Platinum price $15.99 or $23.99. So that's one of our other Monday mega deals. Now what we're going to be having a look at is our shaped card bases. You loved them this morning when we showed you these, and Debbie demonstrated them. So I think, because this is going to be our next demonstration, so I think, well, I'll just do a few comments first, and then what we can do is I'll show you these, and then we can fly across to Debbie to see what can be done with these ones. Because there is so many of you this afternoon tuning in, which is lovely to see. Christine Mahoney is saying, Craig, stay away from those elephants. We're all good so far. We're all good so far. Kathy's in from Central Illinois. Alicia's in saying good afternoon and greetings from a stormy Arkansas. Oh gosh, stay safe then. I think sometimes we complain about the bad weather we get. It's nothing compared to what you guys stateside get. Barbara R is in from Indiana. We've got Odds 2019. Hi Craig, Debbie, CCTV, everyone else. Tara Wade's in. We've got Lynn's in, Valerie's in, Heather's in, Betty Weaver's in. We've got Angelica's in from Germany. Hello to you, Angelica. We've got Kathy, Lynn's in as well. Then we've got Clarice's saying, don't worry, I won't go there again. It's saying hi. Okay, just for you. Hello, Clarice. Debbie is saying, I remember the first time I saw you on CTV. I was scrolling through YouTube and came across 2 bubbly characters. It was you and Joe, and I've been hooked ever since.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. What was that lovely lady's name?
So that was Clarice.
Clarice, thank you very much. Beautiful name. I love
Beautiful
your name. I also love that film, but I love your name. Your name is just a beautiful,
really
beautiful
lovely name.
So thank you very much for that, Clarice. That means a lot.
Rhonda Crowley Creations, yes, saying too bad, Cat Butt isn't here. No, she's not in. Not in. I've not seen her pop up. Not that she's popped. She's maybe watching. She's just not commenting yet. Lois is saying that's a very sweet card. Thank you, Debbie. Anne Marie is saying so cute. Faye Parks is saying lovely card, Debbie. Judy Lynn Koch is saying so cute. And then we've got Mary Pat 1000 saying good morning, everyone, from a sunny Montana. Well, hopefully that sun will go in whatever direction it needs to go to head to Arkansas, so that you get some of that good weather. Rightio, if there is still any questions that you want to ask, carrying on from Colour Me Happy into Monday Makers, you know, while Debbie's here, take advantage of her incredible knowledge and then send them across. But this is about the shaped card base, card blanks and envelopes. Now, when it comes to these ones here, these are giving you the card blanks and the templates, but you get the envelopes as well. Now, what you're going to be getting within this set here, now I want to double check earlier on, but I know that I've got my amounts right. Within each pack, you're going to be getting 24 of the card blanks. You're getting 24 of the envelopes, and then within this one here, the double diamond fan fold card, you're getting the 2 templates as well to create the mat and layer. Scoring's already been done. So you just need to, of course, manipulate it into play, and then you can get creative. You're then also going to be getting your, which is this one here, your zigzag cascading cards. Now within this one, all of them, you're getting 24 of the bases, and then you're going to get 24 of the envelopes, plus you're going to get 2 of the templates. So that is the templates that you're getting. Just to show you here, so this is your zigzag cascading card blanks. So that's what that one's going to make. Before I show you the others, this was the one, this was the first one. This is your double diamond fold card. That's what that one is going to make. But then what you're also going to be getting, is you're also going to be getting your stepper card. Once again, 24 card bases, plus your envelopes to go with them, and then 2 of your templates. Now when it comes to that one, you're going to be able to make that one, which is super cool. And then last, but by no means least, we're going to be getting a firm favourite, which is your rocker. You've got your rocker. So when it comes to the rocker here, 24 bases, 24 envelopes, and 2 templates. So when it comes to that one, you are then going to be able to make that one. So you're going to be able to make that one there, which is giving you that rocker, as you can see just here. So you're going to be able to put lots of different bits, lots and bits and pieces when it comes to these ones here, maybe your Christmas sentiments, of course. If you want to, you can be doing that, no problem whatsoever. You can start to ink these ones as well.
Do you get that one?
Do you get...
There's that one in there. This will be just typical of me today, let me just tell you, because I've prepped this one. So this is the side step. Is that in there?
Step card, yes.
It is?
So that's not that one then, Debbie, is it?
So that's what I just wanted to check. That's just what I just wanted to check, because I have prepped with this one, and it's called the step card.
That's it.
Oh, thank the Lord in heaven.
There you go.
I thought the way
So it's
my
not
day's
that
been
one.
going today, Craig, I thought I'd got it wrong.
There you go. So it is everything that I've shown you, but when it comes to that one, that's what you're going to be making. Everything else is exactly the same. Everything else is exactly the same. So there you go. £29 or $38. Now remember, all of these you're getting 24 card blanks in each shape. Same with the envelopes, 24, and each of them are giving you 2 templates as well. Platinum price £23.20 or $30.40. A really good favourite earlier on today as well. Now that Debbie has stopped panicking, we can throw across to her to see how we can use them.
Literally, my heart dropped into my mouth. I was like, oh no. If you saw the Colour Me Happy show, you'd completely get. I mean, how we got to 3 demos is beyond me, because everything was just going wrong there. Right, thankfully, it is this one, which is the stepper cards. I absolutely love this one. And again, I've always loved a concept card, but really don't like the faff. I'm just going to say it as it is. Mm-hmm. I mean, sometimes it is, if you've got time to do it, but do you know when you want that unusual shaped card and you want to wow someone, and do you know if you're making these to sell and decorate, these are the kind of cards that will draw people because they're unusual shapes. They're not your everyday run-of-the-mill card that you find in your high street shops. No, These are the kind of cards that are going to stand out from the crowd, which is why at that price, you've got all the cards, you've got all the envelopes, and you've got the templates. And like I said earlier on, save one of these behind. And then you can buy multiples more if you want, but then you've got a little template for that fun fold card at your fingertips, always and forever. All the score lines are in this one. All the die cut pieces are in. And when I say the die kits, I'm not having to bring a knife into this one, because the lines have already been cut for you. The score lines have already been cut for you. I now would say with the template, like I said, this one, I label mine. So I've got 1 on this one, 2 on this one. And it is just the case of
great
the mat and layer. And you can see it sits in there. But I know what I'm like. When I'm tired, things would go hideously wrong. So by having the 1 on, I know that's my mat. Number 2, that's my layer. So that's all ready and good to go. But literally now, you're going to, again, just put those fold lines in. So I'm going to come in with this one. And then I'm going to go out with these. So this is when you just need to manipulate your cardstock before you put the burnish lines in. So I've got them going outwards this time. So it was I put a valley in, then I'm putting the mountains, then I'm coming back down for the valley. Okay. And it is a case of just getting it into. Can you start to see the shape coming?
You can.
Folding it in, and then, I mean, how easy. Honestly.
Brilliant.
It's the easiest. And somebody asked us earlier, didn't they, Craig, about if you could join some up and I mean, you could do, but you're going to have to make your own envelopes.
That's
because
true.
they're not going to fit into the envelopes that are in there. And to be fair, that could go that way, but it also could go that way. It could be a different thing. There's nothing to stop you from doing it. It could be one of those that steps down.
It could be.
Yeah, it's entirely up to you. I mean, this is the way that we've intended it, but, oh, honestly, does it matter?
No, it doesn't. No.
So
You can think of a
that was how
different way.
easy it was to put that together. Done and dusted, one fell swoop, in an instant. And then we're going to bring in, now I'm using Once Upon a Time, I absolutely love this collection, but then you're going to bring in your templates, and again, with your template, choose your cardstock. So if I'm in mats, I'm going to have this one. When I said earlier on about bringing it up to the edge, think about where you're popping it. So again, if I put my draw line into there, I'm just going to take it up to that very edge, so I don't have to worry too much. If you don't want to do that and you don't want to risk it, bring it in, and then just draw around it.
Okay, yeah.
And what did you call it earlier, that outside track? You had a different name for it, didn't you, when I said to you about which side do you go on? The inner or the outie?
Uh-huh.
And you had a name for it, I can't remember what you said now.
Oh, I can't even remember now either.
I know, yeah. Can
I've
you
done the
remember your
outie,
name?
the outer edge, no.
Can James remember? Oh, we're rubbish, aren't we?
We are.
Aren't we rubbish? It's been a long day. And yeah, you were the one that told me,
I
Craig,
know, I'm
'cause
the one
were
that told you.
I don't know.
Apparently I told you. I could have told you anything.
Oh dear. So now I've got this one, and if you just take a look, this is all you're going to do, is you're going to draw the lines round, and then you're going to come in. Now I'm a girl from Yorkshire. We like to refer to ourselves as tight.
Tight.
Frugal is the word that you would look in the world of craft. So I've taken it right up to that edge,
So you
because I want
have.
to make sure I get the most out of my cardstock in terms of the paper. And again, that's your thinner one, but the thicker one, so I could come in a little bit closer. Don't go too close, Debbie, you know what you like. And then come in and do these as well. And again, because this is your matte part, I could draw around these, and I could cut those out with a craft knife, and I could get even more out of
Even
cardstock.
more.
Because that bit's going to get covered up, Craig.
It is, isn't
It's
it?
got to be covered up. So the only thing you need is a pencil and paper trimmer maybe, scissors. I mean, personally myself, it wouldn't be the scissors, I'm not going to lie, but saying that, Debbie's got to take her scissors now because she's been very frugal.
Very frugal.
Been very, very tight.
Was it not
Very,
this-
very tight.
Is it not the pencil you were thinking of? I called it a mechanical pencil.
Oh, it could be.
Is that what you were thinking?
It could be, yes, the mechanical pencil.
Yeah.
Of course it could. I did say it was a school day every day.
Yeah.
Just Debbie can't remember things. Now, I'm going to take my guillotine, or your paper trimmer again. The paper trimmer's on, I think it's still in stock, the Violet Studios paper trimmer.
It was the other day anyway, yeah.
Yeah, great deal to have that on. Just line up though, if you are going to trim with your guillotine, line your marking up using the outside blade, and then you're just going to trim that down. Now, obviously, with a guillotine, this is going to be a bit of a struggle with it being a shape. However, you can do the main lines, and then you could come in with your scissors or your craft knife and a ruler, because you know you don't always have to have a guillotine. I remember when I first started crafting, Craig. Guillotines were very expensive.
Very expensive.
I remember my very first guillotine I bought. I think it were called after an animal, if I remember rightly.
Oh.
I could be wrong. Cost me nearly, I think, £1 the guillotine.
Yeah.
It said it claimed it done all sorts, but my God, I couldn't get it to work to do all those, all singing and all dancing ones. So, because I had a craft knife and a ruler for a very, 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 very long time. To do my mats and layers, and I'm pretty sure for the older crafters, and I don't mean old as in old, you know, old and ancient.
No.
I don't mean old as in age.
Yes,
I mean old as in you've been doing it a long time. A bit like yourself, Greg. Got out of that one quick, didn't I? But yeah, you could. You'll remember the days. Craft knife and rulers were the only thing that you could use.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I mean, really. It was the way you did things.
It was, I remember my very first set, it was a TSV on QVC UK, and it was a We Are Memory Keepers. It was a purple self-healing mat, purple, funny enough. It was a orange handled craft knife, but it looked a bit twisty, and it was just so it could just sit into just nicely into your hands, as if you were then just nicely gripping it. There was a circle, so it was like it had a tiny little blade in it, and you put this circular object on your card, and then you twisted the arm around, and then it cut all different sizes, widths of circles in your cardstock. And that was my first introduction to like a craft knife.
Wow.
And a self-healing mat.
Wow.
I remember that, yeah.
I told you, it's like a trip down memory lane, isn't it, when you talk about all your things. Now, you can see the main basis. If I just bring this in just for a second, you can see that this one is the first layer for that panel. This one is for that panel, and then this one is for this one. And then with the rest, you've got all of them on there. You've even got then your perfect mats and layers to go in there with your pattern paper. So you just repeat that process. And when you repeat that process and stick them all together, you've got your mats and layers done in a jiffy. Super easy to do. I love the addition of the templates rather than the dies. If we'd have had to introduce dies with those card blanks and envelopes,
could you imagine?
A, the price would be quite big, and B, we'd probably have to do a card die, because once the cards have gone, what do you want the dies for the mats and layers for?
Yeah.
So that's why we've popped it into a template form. I'm loving all these template forms that we've been doing of late. I just think, yes, it keeps the cost down, but it also means creativity-wise, I mean, you could still, to be fair, use these mats and layers in other things.
Of course you could, yeah. Or some of them, because you're simple shapes, I'd use them as additional nesting dies. Well,
Yes.
obviously not nesting dies, but that nesting die for them, but with the template to draw and cut.
Now then, I'm going to and I am using wet glue for this part, Craig, because I just want to make sure that I'm getting it into position, and giving myself that little bit of wiggle time by a couple of seconds means a great deal. And when you're lining it up, it does mean that you can like get it into position as well. So I like to have it like flush going along the top, flush going along the bottom, just to make it's just that finishing touch.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just about lining up, and it's just about having a look. But the use of this particular glue is a must-have. It's an absolute must.
I'm just smiling away because now I am really starting to reminisce here. Our Susie is saying she's one of those circle cutting things. I know what you mean. She says, all of mine are Martha Stewart punches. Well,
Yep.
a lot of them anyway. My gosh, I've got a number of Martha Stewart
I haven't thrown any of
punches.
those away. Do you know I did my craft room a couple of years ago? I haven't thrown any of those away,
No,
Craig.
no.
Not one.
I remember as well when it comes to punches, she really kind of broke the mould when it came to, I think it was maybe kind of our latest launch of punches, where she had the corner punch, but she had the coordinated like edge punch, and then you would punch right up to the edge, and then you would go in with the corner one, and you could do 12 by 12. You could do bigger if you wanted to. You could do 10 by 10, 8 by 8, or it was just absolutely incredible. And I don't know, certainly not here in the UK, we don't really hear of Martha Stewart in the paper craft industry. I don't know if she's still producing paper craft
Perhaps
in
our lovely
America.
stateside friends, I'm not sure.
Yeah, let us
I'm not
know.
sure. But there's been so many different things evolving, and that's the lovely thing. And we're a company that evolves with craft. That's what I love about our Crafter's Companion. We move with the times. What I do love is that we sometimes brings things back. So those punches, like you were saying,
time.
I love punches, and it's been lovely to bring something back for people who've just started crafting, that maybe never have known about them, or they might find, old ones, but I like ours because they're more modern, more functional, lots of things that you can do with them as well.
Thank you, Lev.
Thank you, Livy. Oh, bless her little
She's come in with a copy for us.
Yeah, she must have heard. She must have heard. Now, I'm using me Once Upon a Time little sentiments.
Okay.
Already coloured my little lady in. I say my little lady, me. I've already coloured her in, and I've got my little glass slipper, because I'm just going to add the decoration. The mats and layers have been taken care of via those templates. So I'm going to have her just in there, bringing in my little lost shoe.
Oh, she's giving the guys in the gallery too.
They're like, did you and Johnny there? They were really touched. We don't want her to go anywhere, do we? We want to keep her.
No, we don't.
We want to keep her.
We want her and Tracy to rule the whole of backstage. But Tracy kind of does already, and that's a good thing. If we had no order here with Tracy backstage, gosh only knows what it would be like.
I dread to think.
I dread to think as well.
I absolutely dread to think. We can't function without her.
I don't know if she can hear. I can see her out the corner of my eye outside, but no, she's listening. She's listening. She is listening.
Oh dear. How long have we got to live for? Because she'll be going to. Is she going to uni soon?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on holiday, isn't she? Enjoying being an auntie.
Absolutely. Yeah.
She is.
Yeah.
She's enjoying being an auntie. He's absolutely gorgeous.
It really is.
Into beautiful.
Really beautiful.
Super cute. So that's Tracy's first grandchild.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm just going to add, because I do love a sparkle too. And I mean, really, for once upon a time, you absolutely have to have. But look, for me to be able to put that together really quite quickly and easily, and I know I had the elements in the decoration elements already pre-done, but to get the mats and the layers and the card base all done, that would take hours to do that. And it's simply a case of taking your card blank, popping those fold lines in, just manipulate them, tease them into their form, and then burnish and score with a burnish tool. And we've got plenty of those on the website that you can have a little look at. And then just choose your mats and layers, but everything's taken care of because we've taken care of the mats and layers in the form of those templates as well. So for me, an absolute, I mean, these were just made. I told you earlier, for me and Jean, she would have loved this. She would have loved these with a passion. She'd have been the one that bought like 10 packs of them, multiple packs of them, just because they offer something a bit different, but with none of the faff.
Nope.
And that's because you've got everything you need in those kits.
And, you know, I've said it multiple times, the reason that I love our template library and I love these is I'm not a concept guy. It's not that I don't love the look of them, it's just I'm not one to just sit there and then measure and then draw and then do all that scoring. I'm not that kind. I like to get straight to it. Whereas with this one here, already done for you, of course. Now, if you want to go for these ones, this is the full set of 4 of them, where you're going to be getting your stepper rocker card. Now, with this one here, you're going to be getting 24 card bases, 24 envelopes, and your 2 templates. That's going to enable you to create that rocker. Now, not only that, you're then going to be getting also 24 each of your card blanks of your double diamond fold cards. Now 24 card blanks, 24 envelopes, 2 of the templates. That's going to enable you to make that one just here, so it's just that kind of pop-out feature. You're then also going to be getting 24 card bases of the step cards. Now these ones here are giving you the envelopes and the templates. So that's the one that Debbie just used there a moment ago, which enables you to make that. And then last but by no means least, one of, in my opinion, not the trickiest, but the time-consuming one to create. That one there being your zigzag cascading card bases. 24 of them with the envelopes and your 2 templates as well. That then enables you to make something really fun, like an accordion style, from the back to the bottom, and then you can decorate till your heart's content. All of that £29, or for you guys stateside, $38. Even when it comes to your card bases and the templates, you're going to get your Club Inspire, where you're going to get all of them. So 24. So that's what must be 96 card bases, 96 envelopes as well, 2, 4, 6, and 8 templates. There we go. It's not often that I've got good maths, you know, but hey, I'm proud of myself on that one. Miss Maths Whiz is in all day tomorrow, and that's Corin, of course. But if you do go for them in your Platinum, £23.20 or $30.40. They're all on Shop the Day. If any of the odd item isn't there on Shop the Day, you'll find it just within the website. Type it in that search engine, .co.uk.com.eu. Right, we are going to give you a little chance to check out your basket, and then we'll be back just after this.
Welcome to Crafters TV. With more than 35 hours of live shows each week, it's your home for all things craft. We shine the spotlight on new and innovative crafting products with live tutorials and demonstrations. Join our family of craft experts where fun happens every day.
Are we in trouble or are we all right? Yeah. Should be coming in. Should be coming.
What does she do?
Exactly how he looks.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
Get creative and craft along. With our amazing deals, your next craft project is just a click away. Tune in live 7 days a week, or you can watch us on catch-up at crafterscompanion.com. Facebook, or our YouTube channels. You can chat to us, craft along, and meet new friends by joining our online crafting community.
And I watch you every day, and it's just what really gets you through when you're really at rock bottom.
There's a show for every type of crafter, from first-time dabblers to full-time makers. Crafters TV, create every day.
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
What makes Crafters TV so special is you guys.
It's really special because the experts are really experts. They're really skilled at what they do, and they want to make sure that the audience also improves on their skills.
Crafters TV is so special because you've got together a really sort of key group of people and people that are very passionate about the products.
Crafters TV is so special because it's a unique community that we have with each other, where we can learn and grow and communicate with each other.
Community, the family spirit, the education, everything to do with craft. We are all like-minded people who share a passion.
I love all the inspiration the demonstrators bring and all the knowledge for us out here.
What makes Crafters TV so special? 100% it's the interaction. No other crafting TV channel or show has the same interaction.
I love the community, I love chatting live, I think that's the best part. And it's gone beyond crafting because we've become friends.
It feels to me to be a really, really close relationship with our customers and viewers.
You guys make us feel like we're part of your family. I've never been on the show before, but one of my friends who I did meet from CCTV encouraged me, and I was on the craft along.
A massive team of people, and I think they've all got their role to play, and it just brings everything together. It allows us to do our job and just love it.
The people, obviously. The people not just here at Crafters Companion, but the viewers that watch us. I mean, everybody. We have this real magical essence about it.
Bye for now. Bye.
Christine Mahoney saying, hey Craig, thanks to you, I think I finally have my foiling down. I'm so excited. I'm glad that you've managed to finally feel that you got it nailed to do all your foiling that you love to do. Betty on YouTube is saying, love it when Debbie is demonstrating. I learned so much from her. She is so kind when she comments on my makes on the Facebook page. It's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, that's so sweet, thank you.
It's Betty Providenti.
Betty, I love Betty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's lovely. Mind you, to be fair, we've got a fantastic community of people.
Haven't we just?
In fact, Betty's been sharing some of her makes, and it's lovely to see. Do you know what I love? Is people share, and I really do mean it. It's lovely to share your makes. Betty's a great big fan of Crafters Companion and regularly comments, so it's lovely. You know, comments, that's what they're there for. Let people know that you love their makes, because I think it means a lot.
It does mean a lot.
It means a lot. So
really
thank you,
does.
Betty. That's really sweet. Thank you very much.
Kim is saying the templates make tricky cards so much easier. They do indeed. Debbie on YouTube is saying, I have a whole drawer full of those punches from Martha Stewart Craig. Rhonda Crowley Creations is saying, Martha Stewart used to have a line of craft furniture as well. Didn't know that. Oh. Didn't know that. Lois is saying, beautiful card, Debbie. Lisa is saying, that went so quickly. That went so quickly. Maybe it's meaning just how you were able to create such a beautiful card. Cat Butt's now in the building, saying beautiful card, Debbie. Lynn Morton saying beautiful, Debbie. Jessica saying love your card. Jane is saying great card. We've got Anne on Facebook is saying, this is regarding Martha Stewart, they sell her things at Michael's. She has art fingers and a lot of pies. Yeah, she does.
So
I know
she
does a
still
lot
is
of things.
in the business then?
She is, yeah, yeah. So that's interesting. There was, so Lynn on Morton is saying, Craig, it's a little bit off par, but can I ask when you will do that back to basics with card making class, please? So I was messaging Susie there in between. So I think what you mean by that is I was, the other week there when I'd done the sparkle paste craft along, it was originally meant to be the heritage dies, where I just stripped it right back to basics of being a basic card making craft along. Then things had to change, and then I got, of course, the sparkle paste instead at last minute. So I think that's what you were meaning. If you go back to Saturday, I done the craft along with the half Christmas creator card dies. I went right back to basics with that one. Real back to basics, cut it into a card blank, a little bit of inking, a little bit of colouring, a little bit of matting and layering, stamping with a sentiment. And in actual fact, it was that back to basics. It only took an hour and 15 minutes of the show. So if you really want to go back to a back to basic form, then go back to Saturdays. We haven't got our September schedule yet, but when we do know that we all get a craft along. Whatever mine's going to be of September, I'm going to do that again. Whatever the range is or whatever the set is, I'm going to go back to a back to basic style of a craft along. So as soon as we know what our shows are going to be, I'll let you know, you guys know at home what my craft along will be, and we'll go back to basics on that one. So hopefully that's maybe cleared that one up for you, Lynn. But any other questions you want to ask Debbie while she's here? We've still got just under, my God, just under an hour of the show to go. Jeezy peeps. Jeezy peeps.
Jeezy peeps, absolutely.
Whew. Right, let's get on with this one so we can get straight back to Debbie just shortly. Let's have a look. This is our Weekday Wonder deal. Now, this is our Weekday Wonder deal that now runs from Monday to Friday, or while stocks last. Now, what we're doing with this one is we're giving you one of the most epic deals ever when it comes to said Weekday Wonder. This one this week is your Academy of Colour. This is the portraits that you're going to be getting. Now, it is your 41 piece. You're going to get everything included that I'm going to show you here. However, it's all about the education class that you get with Leanne as well. Inside your box, you're then going to be getting a little card that's got a QR code on the back. You don't need a QR code app. You can simply hover over with your camera app, and then that will then take you to, of course, Leanne's classes. She's going to be teaching you how you can then start to use the pens that come included for this. This class is predominantly all about your portraits. Now, what she's going to be teaching you is your skin tones, from whether it's the light skin tones, darker skin tones, or even when it comes to things such as mixed race. So I'm going to bring this one in just as a little bit of a quick idea as to the sort of things that you would learn from Leanne within the portraits of Academy of Colour. But this is your duo pens. Now, the black are alcohol base, and then your blue are aqua base. Now, it's your duo nib pens here. So what you've got here is you've got one colour family, and you've got two different shades within each pen. Then when it comes to your aqua pens, you know, you've got a couple of different shades as well, these ones being the water base. This is how the colours start to look, so you can see, of course, the portrait tones and colours that you're going to be getting. The images I showed you a moment ago, you also get them within the stamp form. So you've got everything. All you need is an alcohol proof and a waterproof ink pad. You're going to be getting your cardstock to start you off, so you're getting your full pack of watercolour cardstock to start you off, and you're going to be getting your alcohol marker cardstock as well. I would highly recommend, have a look on the website tonight if you're going for this, stock up on some Nina cardstock and watercolour cardstock, because the more that you start to learn, the more that you start to progress, and the more that you start to practice, the more and more of the cardstock you're going to be using. You don't use full sheets at a time, so it will last you for quite a while, the more that, of course, you're going to be practicing along. You're going to get all of that, including the classes, remember, £28 or $38. Platinum price is going to be $22.40 or $30.40. And when it comes to your Weekday Wonder and then even your Weekend Wonder, you're going to get your double points as well. If you are new to the Academy of Colour concept, you don't need to have any of the others. It's a perfectly well standalone bolt-on. The other good thing as well with Leanne is you've not got any of us on this side interrupting. It was done live at the time, but then what you can then do is fast forward, rewind, pause. You can then follow along with maybe any of the questions that has been asked. The videos will always be there for, as far as Leanne's concerned, is a lifetime. She said it herself when we done a show together, that you can go back to whenever you want, time and time again. Really popular today, which I'm not surprised at, and I think some are maybe thinking of the kiddies as well. Because as Leanne says, you know, if they're young enough to have hold a pen or pencil and they've got a really good, you know, attention span to follow along, great thing for them to do as well. So that's there on Shop the Day as well for you to check out. That is our weekday wonder up till Friday or while stocks last. Right, then we're going to be having a look at our element nesting dies here. So I am going to go through these ones relatively quick so we can go straight back to Debbie, because I know that's what exactly you want to see is Debbie and her demonstrations. Now you're going to get all of these 5 pieces. It's giving you 15 dies in total. You're going to get the framework. So these are your 5x7 rectangles. These ones are giving you the stitched, cross-stitched edge to them. You're then going to be getting your ditzy floral 5x7 as well, 3 dies in that set, and you're going to be getting that framework with the ditzy floral. Then sticking with the ditzy floral, you're going to be getting your squares, 3 dies within that one. Then you're going to be getting your scallop rectangle, and then you're also going to be getting your scallop square as well. All 5 sets, 15 dies in total, £46 or $53. If you're platinum, that's then going to come down to £36.80 or $42.40. Really nice to frame your work, to create apertures if you want to, or maybe just for some of your sentiments. It's entirely up to yourself, but Debbie, really fun. Different things as well you can use them for.
And they're a nesting die with a difference, Craig, because you can create the nesting dies because they sit within each other. But because they're a frame, it means you can use them in multiple ways, which is why I adored these when they first came out, and I still love them to this day. So many different wonderful things you can do with them. For instance, as a nesting die, and that is, honestly, it's a beautiful card.
Does it have a name on it?
No.
No, I've done that one.
Did you?
Yeah, no, seriously, I did. I've said once before I'd done a
honestly,
card.
Craig, it's beautiful. It's
and
beautiful.
Someone said, no, it's not your name on the back. But no,
honestly,
I remember doing that.
Absolutely gorgeous. I just love the way that the simplicity in the white and the yellow there with some of the
Very
collections.
simple,
And that's the thing about these, they absolutely can be. This one, again, framing them and having them set within each other, and then just using some dies, like your sentiment dies or your floral dies, but lots and lots of ways that you can use them. This is a really clever play on this one because twist them around. You've got that frame element, means it does mean that you're going to get things like shaker cards from these as well. Use them in your scrapbooks, because instantly all I keep thinking is there's a family picture there. Lots of lovely ways, striking colours there. One of Michelle's favourites, a good old shaker card. I think the sentiment's dropped off this though. I'm not going to lie, I think something's happened to the sentiment because there's nothing on it. But one of my favourites, I love the twist. Have a little twist, have a little play, have a bit of fun. And that's the beauty of these. And I've done quite a few demonstrations with these just because I absolutely love them. I think they're absolutely fabulous. And I thought, well, I'll have a play with them a bit differently as well. So I could use them as a nesting die. You've just seen that gorgeous card. Craig, I do love that card. I'm not going to lie. It's absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
But I'm going to use it to create, because this is the thing with these. You have got, and if I just show you overhead, if I can, each one of the dies, and I'm going to use the scalloped edge one.
Okay.
Literally now what you've got is a die that cuts out from the outer edge, but it's got the inside. So it's got the stitch detail on there, but you've got the inside cutting edge, which creates that lovely frame. And that's on all 3. And that's not just with this one, it's with all of them. I'm just going to use the main one to start with, and we'll run that through our die cutting machine.
Eugene? Auntie Jean on the mind?
Me Auntie Jean, she's channeling herself through me there. Me Jean. Oh, God rest her soul. One of my biggest things, and not being able to see what I'm doing. She would have been loving this, Craig. She would. She'd have been loving it. I do feel, though, that a presence sometimes.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You do, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Although I think she's playing tricks with me now because I can't find end of my tape. So I'm going to pop that on. Yeah, I'll do it with my smaller die plates to start with. But yeah, literally now, and it is So let's try this, because I sometimes say to you, when you've got like a straightforward die that doesn't have a lot of detail, you can sometimes get away with the lesser platform. So let's try it. I always say, try it before you do. It's like with any of your die cutting machines. You'll know if it's not cut, and if it hasn't cut, add the shim in.
Yeah,
it's all about getting to know your machine, getting to know your dies. If you think about a very intricate die, you know full well you're going to need the magnetic shim. If it's what we call a straightforward edge die, that's cut out perfectly. In fact, just that tiny little bit there in the corner, absolutely fine. And that didn't need that pressure. It's cut the scallop out beautifully, it's cut the frame out, and it's even put the stitch design in. Because sometimes with your dies, if you go in with a full pelt pressure, you can, and we talk about the longevity of your plates. I mean, these have had some hammer already, but look, they're practically straight because we flip, reverse, and rotate. And we also know that with your dies, think about your die, think about the shape. If it's a straightforward shape, less pressure. If you need to add the shim afterwards. No harm in going through for the second time.
No.
Well, I know we talk about the Gemini being the one pass wonder all the time, but it literally, think about the shapes, think about your cardstock, because if it's paper, you're going to need the shim because it's thinner paper, so you need to add the shim in. If it's cardstock like this, not necessarily would you need that. So think about those. Just think about them in terms of how you would cut those. Actually, to be fair, because I want to cut through 2 pieces at this point, I might do it 2 and then add my metal shim in there. Not my metal shim, the magnetic shim.
The prime example of Debbie just saying what she said, and you'll have seen it yourself on Saturday night with myself and Corin when I was on the demonstration side, when I was using the interlace dies.
Yes.
If you remember, I looked at them and I thought, that's not going to need the magnetic shim. So the outer edge cut perfectly without the magnetic shim. I did need to put it back in for all the detail, because I tried it without and it just missed a few bits. But your simplistic shapes, even some that are a little bit more detailed, you don't need the magnetic shim, and that's what I've learned off of Debbie.
Yeah, it's all about that pressure, thinking about your shim, thinking about your cardstock, thinking about what you need. Because look, I've just put that through with the magnetic, because there was 2 pieces there. So I got like a Centura gold and some textured cardstock. So I knew I needed to, you know, because I wanted to go through, I needed to add that extra shim. But look, again, there's nothing, you know, you just think about flip, and rotate every single time, and you'll get, to be fair, we know now that the Gemini has got more longevity with the plates, which I think is a bonus there.
Definitely.
Right. I've cut myself 3 pieces out. This is when you can start to have a little play with them. And at this point, you will need, for this card that I'm going to be doing, you'll need to cut yourself out a couple of pieces. So I've cut those out because I'm going to create a shaped base from the frame. So I have literally just popped, just going across about ½ an inch in, a little score line either side. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick those 2 together, but I'm only going to stick it from this top part. So I'm going to use our tape pen.
Okay.
Let's just go in. There we go. That tape pen, and then just attach that. Now that will create me a very nice base to get myself started with when I can line it up properly. There we go.
Just to say once again, on that form of not needing your magnetic shim, when our new shape card-based dies launches with Sarah on the 15th, the ones that me and Lily were giving you a first look at, because the pumpkin and the witch's hat is a simplistic shape, all of the prep I've been doing so far, Debbie, I've not needed the magnetic shim in any of them. So that's also a little bit of a head start for you for when they do launch and you get your hands on them. So they'll help with your plates.
Now, I've used some paper for this, Craig, because what you can do then is just line that over, and then you can start to build this up, and you can have a little play around, and you can start to build it up, because obviously you've got your shape. And this is the thing, you can play with these. What you can also do is cut into them. So you can cut into them, and I'm going to do it with my scissors. I would take time, and I would probably use, I'm going to lie, probably use my paper trimmer for this part. And I'm just going to go across that dotted design. I said dotted design, the stitch design, and cut away from there, because now what I will be creating is a little bit of a frame. So, I mean, I love Monday Makers for this, because we do show you how to use them, but we also show you different ways that you can use them. And I'm always mindful of that when we come to these shows. It's like our Beautiful Beginnings. We try and strip it back and take that, you know, for the you know, just different ways to be able to use them. And this is just one way. Like I said, if you've got a paper trimmer, you could make life a lot easier for yourself, because you could just line your paper trimmer up with the stitch design and then just cut that out. And literally now will sit into that frame. So if I just come in with this last bit.
Okay.
In fact, come that way, Debbie. With scissors, if you're going to use your scissors, and I'm using my larger ones, make the bigger snips all the way through. Do you know, these are a 3-inch. Debbie can't think of the word.
Snip.
Scissor.
Length.
3-inch scissor. Blade. Oh my God. How can perfect English just escape me today? And then literally now that can create and sit in that frame. So that's what I'm going to go with, that one. Although I think I might have that nice. Yeah, I think I might have that side. Oh no. Keep to the original plan, Debbie. Keep to the original plan. And then I'm just going to use some tacky glue.
It's funny how you just listening and seeing you know, maybe just about going off course as to what you originally planned.
I
do it all the time, I know. All the time.
And I think, why can't you just stick to your plan, Debbie? You had a plan, just stick to it. It's not hard. It's not hard in the slightest.
We just can't do it,
so I'm
can
just
we?
going to pop that around the edge there of that frame. And it just creates another little bit of a look to it, another feature. Of course, I could have used the full entirety of it over the top, but it just frames that. And it looks like you've popped that in there, but it's so easy to do. And then just repeat that with, so I've got my purple one, and just repeat that with my gold one. So let me just snip that in and follow that around as well. I'm just going to snip across all of those. Could actually fold it in if you wanted to at this stage, but I'm going to snip it away.
And I know we do say, you know, with dies and die cuts like that, your snippability, but these ones really do, you know, following along those perforation lines, isn't there?
Yeah. Absolutely. And that's all it is. It's just following them along. So I'm going to come in again and just snip away. And the same with this one.
Be nice. What would be cute as well is your cute character tags.
Oh,
just
Craig, why didn't I think of that?
Popping them out, a little framework.
I think of that? Yeah, this is when you can start to cross over with your collections.
Yeah.
And create some really nice pieces. But again, you could use a craft knife at this point as well. A craft knife and a ruler, that'll work equally as well. I don't know why I'm doing it with my scissors when I've got a paper trim at the side of me. Dearie me. Oh, actually, Debbie, you're dafty. I wanted it the other way around. Oh, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. I had it the other way around with my purple, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's come in with a dotty tape pen, might make it a bit easier. Is it me or has it got about 1,000 degrees in this room?
It has, yeah, we've got the doors.
Goodness for that. I thought, do you know, I always have to ask, go on with, because I just think, I know what I'm like at the minute with my body. And I just thought, God, I feel like I've got the fan still blowing on me, and I am still incredibly hot.
Yeah, well, I've taken off my dress jacket.
I did wonder why you'd stripped.
Yeah.
Stripped back a little bit there.
Yeah. What I do off camera.
Lovely. The hottie Scotty,
literally.
Funny
you saying that. Leslie Tull on YouTube about 2 minutes ago said, hello to the hottie Scotty. I turned over just for a moment to hear that lovely Scottish accent.
Now, I'm just using a piece of, and I think if I remember rightly, it's my masquerade ball. I'm just trying to, wait a minute. I'm saying masquerade ball.
Oh, it could be.
Do you know what I think it is?
Or dancing dragonflies?
I think it's bohemian.
Or bohemian?
Yeah, I think it's my bohemian. And I've just cut a little square just to sit in the backdrop, so it's got something to focus on when I do the little twist. So let's just add now a little bit of glue into each corner.
I am going to give you a heads up as to something we show just shortly. The Watercolor Christmas paper pad. Really, really busy. So I'm not going to show you all the pads that we've got, but I'm going to be showing you that watercolor card because that's the one that has been very, very busy today. Remember, once they have gone, they have gone. So keep that one in mind. You can always have a look on Shop the Day, get a head start before I show you them again, or that one anyway. I'm
just going to carry on layering up and, oh, I like that.
I like that as well.
Yeah, I were going to chop again, but I'm done with chopping.
I like that look.
I'm done with chopping, so I'm going to just line it up and have a little feature in the centre.
For
again, shall we go? We'll go that way first because they're diamonds. I'm going to those corners. And then, yeah, we'll do that one.
You'll have as well these dies, if you're looking for storage, remember we've also got a 3 for 2 on the buddy bags as well as part of our 7 days of summer. Check that out on the website as well. It's on the front page. You'll see a great big yellow and blue banner saying, well, 3 for the price of 2 when it comes to the buddy bags. It's part of our 7 days of summer. We've got something different every day. Today is day number 3, and of course that is what you're going to be getting. And then what we have got is, I'm just looking at my notes, tomorrow is, can we say what tomorrow's is?
Are you allowed to?
So, tomorrow, which is the 8th, which actually is 20% off your craft room essentials. Now, there's going to be a specific category and you will need a code. I'm not going to give you the code just now. You can wait till tomorrow for that one because obviously it's not going to work, but I won't tease you with the code. But tomorrow it's going to be 20% off craft room essentials, and you will have a code to put in at checkout on that one. There you go.
I bought something the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, the alphabet foils.
Did you?
I didn't have those. And they saw the price and I'm thinking, oh my God, why have I never had those, Craig? So I needed to have them and I bought them. I was eating my carvery and I ordered them there and then because I wanted them in my life. Now, there you go. You've created a nice little shape base. You could add some acetate around there if you wanted to make it stronger, but a really nice base. And what I would do is I would just add a little white piece into there so that you can do the writing on if you were sending that to someone. And there you go.
Love that one. Absolutely love that one. You can do exactly what Debbie's just done there with the element nest and die frames. 5 pieces, of course, with 15 dies in total. You can see what you have got is you've got your scalloped square. So these are the ones that Debbie was just using there. You're also getting your scalloped rectangles. You're then going to be getting your ditzy floral, being in the squares. You're then also going to be getting your ditzy floral within the 5x7. Of course, the largest one's 5x7. They get smaller, each of them creating the individual frame. And then last but by no means least, you're going to be getting your 5x7 cross-stitch rectangle. This one's really good if you do love to do your cross-stitching as well as your card making. You can use these to start to create your card blanks, of course, and frame your cross-stitching. All of that £46 or $53. You've got a saving there of £30.95 or $36.75. But if you are platinum, that's going to come down to $36.80 or $42.40 for you guys stateside. All of these, incidentally, are there for you guys across Central Europe to get your hands on them. So crafterscompanion.co.uk here in the UK.com for you guys stateside, and .eu. That's the important one for you guys across Central Europe, including the Watercolor Christmas paper pad. Now, I know why this one has been very, very busy today, because it's your pattern paper background. It is your main card toppers with your decoupage elements as well that you can start to pop out and decorate. So within this one here, it was part of a Sarah Signature collection. So you may have that collection and you just want to stock up on more of the paper pads, or you maybe don't know anything about the Watercolor Christmas, so it could be just using the pad as a standalone element. As I said a moment ago, what you are going to get is your 12x12 backgrounds. Now, these are giving you that grown-up cutesy sort of characters within these ones here, giving you that watercolor feel, that sketchy feel, maybe kind of that Norwegian sort of feel as well when it comes to some of them, maybe that Scandinavian look. You're then going to be getting beautiful designs, framing, whether it is the left and the right, framing along the bottom and along the top. Maybe you're going to put a little scrapbook page after Christmas this year or previous Christmas. They are double-sided, so the opposite side is going to complement the foreground. However, what it will do is it'll just take elements from that backdrop. It's not replicating the full lot. So if you want to do fold backs, tea bag folding, you can do that or just chop into it. Now, not only are you going to be getting these pattern papers there with the characters, you're going to get some that's kind of like your faux emboss sort of feel. So that's another one that's giving you that sort of material Hessian look to it. You're then going to go in with ones with your sky blues, your mints with the foiling. You've got silver foiling in many of these ones. I mean, look at that one there. I love that one. There's another one that I absolutely adore. more coming up just shortly. But you've got the deers there, could be stags, of course, just sitting there within the snow, lying there. You've got more of that plain framework with the frame of the foliage down the sides. You're going in with that woodwork with the foliage in the corners. You've got your snowman there, creating that feature. You can always chop into these ones, of course, giving you 4 different card fronts. Then we're going to go into one that is my favourite. I love that one there with that snowfall. Is it a way to be stormy with the skies and the snow? Maybe, but of course you can start to add all your other die cuts in that silhouette for them. Let's skip forward a few bits so you can see a few of the other ones, but then what you'll also see is you've then got your, what will fit on your 6x6 card fronts. Add your mats and layers, expand that to 7x7 or 8x8. You're going to get a few sheets of these ones. As we go a little bit further, you get a few others with some of your rectangle ones. You do need to cut these ones out. These you can use with your paper trimmer, your guillotine, craft knife and ruler. These you will need your scissors. Few pages of them too. We're going to go more into the sizes of that rectangle. These are going to fit onto your 5x7 with absolute ease. They would just fit maybe on your 4x6, maybe by trimming them slightly, but you won't lose any of that imagery. And then you've got your paper ribbons down the side. Then we're going to be going into the die cut toppers. So this is what I meant by it really is a 12x12 card making kit all in one. These are all die cut, so all that you're just going to do is just pop them out from the pips. If the pips annoy you like they annoy me, even though they're very, very subtle, doesn't matter what craft industry that has anything such as die cut, I always have to just snip away or file away the little pips. Presents there, you've got signs there, snowman, you've got the fox, the deer, the sleigh, everything. So your die cut toppers, your 6x6 or your 5x7 card fronts, and the papers themselves, they're all on a matte cardstock. So you can ink them if you want to. You can go over with your glitter paste. You could go over with your glitter glues if you want to, your aqua pens, all of these shimmers, all of them you can go over if you want to. $14.99 or $19.95, that is the price per pad. You've got that one there at a platinum price of $11.99 or $15.96. That has absolutely been one of the flyaways today on this Monday's Crafters TV shows. We do have a few other ones that you can check out, exactly the same prices. They're on Shop the Day for you to have a look at as well. From the bundle that Sarah launched last week with Ben, the only one that's not available individually is Bethlehem, because that just totally went. But you've still got 'Tis the Season, you've got the Vintage Snowman, and then you've also got Frosty and Bright, and you've got Winter's Tale as well. So you've got those options across on the website. We're going to go back to the character gift tags here. So we've seen these a couple of times throughout today. So what I'm going to do is we'll have another look, but what we'll do is we'll get straight across to Debbie once we've looked at these so we can get another demonstration. Really cute, really fun. Loads of creative ways in which you can use all of these. You've got your Happy Birthday with the rabbit. You've then got the top dog with the doggy. You're then going to be getting You Are Perfect with the pussy. You've then got Follow Your Dreams, which is giving you the unicorn. You've then got the Go Wild, which is your giraffe. You've got your mouse, which is Enjoy the Little Things. You're then going to be giving the Clever Fox, which quite a few of us have never seen that one up until today. Sparkle with Fairy Dust. We're going to give you the fairy, and then we're going to give you Tons of Love with the elephant. Front, back, die, and the sentiment stamps as well. 46 stamps, 9 dies in total. It's giving you an over 60% saving on today's price, £21 or $28. If you're platinum, that's then going to come down to £16.80 or $22.40. Afterwards, I would urge you go back to Wake Up Call and see what Debbie done this morning with these sets. She's done a lovely demonstration earlier on within this Monday Makers, but we're going to have a look at them again with Debbie.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've done a couple, I think I did this morning was the gift tag on the box. I think this afternoon, this evening, you've just seen me do the little card with the swinging elements with the cat and the dog. Now, I love reading. So this is the beauty of having these tags, because we call them a cute character tag. However, you can make them into anything you want, including bookmarks. Now, I love reading. My granddaughter loves reading as well, so I'm making this one for her because she is an avid reader, just like a Nanan. In fact, when you read her a story at night, my God, she tries pushing it all the time.
Really?
Oh, she's a little monkey chops. I said, choose a book. And she'll go and choose one, and then when it's finished, Nana, can we just have one more?
Oh.
I'm like, oh, she's a crafty little devil.
Do you have to do the voices and that as well?
I do the voice. I always have
You
done.
always
so, what many of you may not know is that I'm a nursery nurse.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I've got a diploma. So Debbie Roberts, well actually, Debbie Suttle then, NNEB, Nursery Nursing Examination Board, because when I left school, that's what I wanted to do, was work with children. So many of you that don't know that,
You're in the right place
now.
here, that's for sure.
So, and I loved working with kids. The only reason I stopped, Craig, was because up until me, I worked with kids right up until me having my own.
Right, okay.
And then I took a 5-year career break because the college that I worked for was a creche, so under 5s unit, and I set it up with a lady that I'm still friends with to this day. So yeah, so that's a little bit of a history of me. So I love all that kind of making it magical and making the story magical. So I'm definitely going to make her a bookmark because she's such a little cheeky devil. I definitely want to make sure she's got somewhere to be able to stop us from reading and continue. Because do you know what she does, Craig?
What's that?
She's really crafty. She's really, 5 switched on like you wouldn't believe. She chooses the biggest book that's about this big, and thinks that I'm going to sit there all night and read with her. I mean, I would.
You would,
myself,
wouldn't you?
I would. However, a mummy and a daddy won't let me do that, so I can't. But I would genuinely, I really would, because I love reading and I love getting carried away. And Ezra's just got to that age now where he loves it too. Little sweetheart.
Oh, they're all curled up listening to you reading a book.
I know. Now, the size of my bookmark, I've actually taken some multi-purpose cardstock, and it's about 8.5 to about 2 1/4. Now, obviously, when you're making a bookmark, and the difference there is that you've got the ability now to cut down here. Now, when you're using a guillotine, you've got to be careful, because I don't know if you can see, but it overhangs, because these are the fairy wings. Let me just put that there so you can see it. What are you saying, producer Johnny? What's he saying? Looks like you... I can see that, Johnny, I can. Who said that? Oh, trust James. Trust James. Yes, you can see a little bit of that. Now, when you are, because obviously that's not Yoda, that's little fairy wings. But if you were to put it on your guillotine, can you see that the overhang, and the guillotine, you'll end up chopping them off. So you'll end up with square wings. So you don't want that. No. So this is when you'll use a craft knife and a ruler. But for the time being, I'm just going to do the stamping part.
Okey-doke.
And again, I'm going to use the front part of it. Now, I always, when I'm doing this, I didn't do it this morning, but I usually, 9 times out of 10, Craig, I do 2 of them and join them up. So again, I'm just going to position, stamp. Oh, little cutie pie. Do you know, even though to do this still looks quite nice.
It does?
That looks
of course
okay.
it does.
Yeah. Now, on the second part, and this is down to a personal choice, because you can stamp and then die cut if you want to. Do you do it the other way around, or do you do it this way?
I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I've used them, so when it comes to these ones, so I die cut, then I stamp.
Shall we show you?
Yeah.
Because you can, but and this is why I choose to do it the other way, and you'll see in a second. So let's just stamp her down, for instance. Let's stamp her all down there. She's so cute. When you're popping it on, you've got to be a bit careful.
Yes, yeah.
So as you can see, I've stamped it too low down. Sorry, too high up. So I've missed off the top end of my thing. However, though, if you don't want to and you want to use this as an overhang of a card, you don't have to have the tag bit on there.
No,
you can
you
chop
don't,
that off if you want. So for me personally, and also as well, I mean, it's pretty decent in terms of a lineup, in terms of the stamped image, but I prefer die cut and then stamp into it. And that's just my personal preference, and I know you said that before, Craig, as well, so because I do get asked it quite a lot, which way around you do this. I think you find something that flows with you, what you enjoy. So again, all we'll do is do a spot of colouring. So I'm going to use a tricolour for this one, because I'm going to add a little bit of purple to her wings.
We did have, well, we still do, we've got a set of the tri-blends on the show as well, where you get the 6 tri-blends, which is the coastal blends. So you've got lovely blue tones, and then you're going to get some glitter pens for free. You're going to get 6 of the glitter pens. It's one of 5 So it say Monday Makers. This is the show that's Monday Makers. Monday Mega Deals. We've got 5 of them on the show on the website as well, and that is one of them.
Now again, when you're using alcohol markers, Craig, think about your ink. So we would choose, or every time, Finesse, alcohol-proof dye, just because it doesn't run, it doesn't bleed when you're using an alcohol-based medium. So it's always about choosing the right ink pad for your stamped image.
Okay.
I've got fair skin, so I'm coming in again with the darker. I've saturated it with a lighter, coming in with the darker. Let's just pop. Lovely thing about these as well, do you know, it takes minimal effort to colour, to be fair.
It doesn't, does it?
Yeah,
Or it does, I should say.
they're just nice enough, just, you know, not to bother having to do the whole lot. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I know that I didn't make sense, and I just made it worse there.
Well, what did you say, Craig?
Well, what was it you said? It's minimal effort.
So it's usually. Oh, wait a minute, because Leanne chooses this one. Let me see if I can get this right. Minimum effort, maximum impact.
Yeah, but you said so. It's minimal effort.
Yep.
And then I said, not paying attention. I was saying, yes, it is. Meaning, no, it's not minimal effort. I just got it the other way round. It is minimal effort.
Minimal effort, yeah. Because there's not a lot to colour, to be fair. So you could practice your colouring with these stamps if you wanted to. So again, I'm going to come in, do a little bit on the hair. I think I used a different colour on my original one.
And I know this is, you know, a cartoon fairy, but why not come along, you know, with your Once Upon a Time as well? I know that is giving you the princess vibes within that collection. But anything like that with the fairy, you could start to come along. Or just when I joined, what was the saddest signature? Not Enchanted Dreams. You know the one she done with the dark tones, and it was the fairies. Is it something Kingdom? It's Enchanted something?
Enchanted Forest?
Forest, that was it.
Yeah.
So if you've got elements from the Enchanted Forest, you know, although that was more silhouette feels of the fairies, any papers of that left over you could start to bring back in and use with this lovely little girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, I'm coming with I'm going to use the bright pink for this one, but I'm only going to use the mid and the dark. So again, just have a little play.
Have a little play. She could be a tooth fairy. So you could, little cello bag, put loads of glitter in there. That could be the fairy dust. And then when your daughter or your son, of course, tooth falls out, then you could get the bag of fairy dust. She could be the character on the top, sprinkle it, and then when they wake up, that's, I don't know, turned into whatever kids get nowadays. I used to get like 50p. Oh, shut up, Johnny.
What did Johnny just say? So
Isla's first tooth fell out. That's his daughter that fell out when we were in Newcastle. So they only had a fiver on them. Johnny and Jem only had a fiver on them. So the tooth fairy, of course, left a fiver. Oh.
The thing is there, I wouldn't know what to do because I don't carry cash. I pay everything. It's terrible, really, because we don't want to lose this cash.
No.
And really should pay by cash because I am terrible for it. I don't carry cash.
No.
And I don't want to lose this. I know it sounds really bizarre, but I don't want to lose the cash either.
No, I know exactly what you mean.
It's about thinking about it, because I know I've seen lots of things just lately on internet about saying things like that, because it's true. Mm-hmm. We'll end up losing it. If we don't use it, we're going to end up losing it.
Yeah.
And we don't want that to happen at all.
I'm the same. I don't. My favourite Chinese takeaway in my town, they are the only one that doesn't have, doesn't take a card. You have to pay with cash.
Yeah, my daughter at the famous coffee shop that she works at.
Yeah.
Starts with an S, ends in a S.
Oh yeah.
With a bit of books in between.
Yeah, that one.
My favourite coffee.
Mine too.
But yes, they don't take it. They don't take cash. So, bizarrely so, but yeah, they just don't.
Yeah.
Now, I've done all my detail, Craig, so, and I know you like to use ice grey in terms of an outline, which you can, I mean, to be fair, there's not a great deal of outline, but I do like to give it that little bit, it gives it a bit of warmth. And I'm going to use ice blue, because I do like to use the ice blue.
That works well as well, though.
And it just gives it that little pop just by going around the outside.
I have to say, when I was at the O2 in London, they were also cashless. And I'm all for cash because, as you say, if we don't use it, we'll lose it. But it does save time. It does save time, you know. Sometimes you can drop your money or faffing about.
I flick this to pay everything.
See, I don't have anything like that.
And I'm so lazy. And everybody, like some people, because obviously it's like with everything, they're like, oh my God, that's like so modern. I mean, up until, I've only had this now about 2 years, but yeah, that's how I used to, that's how I pay for things now. And I think, oh my God, you're going to lose the cash if you don't use it, Debbie. So yeah, we need to use it more. We definitely need to use it more. I'm just looking for a little white gel pen, Craig. Let me just see if I can... Oh, mind you, no, don't worry, it's fine. I think I put it away in my bag. But you can see how easy it was to colour in. It took all of a couple of minutes to colour that in. So I'm just going to move that to one side because I've already pre-cut and pre-coloured. And again, because you get this bleed through the inside, so in terms of your bleeding, literally all I've done is done the two because I'm going to join them up. Not only does it thicken it, but it gives it a really nice finish as well, and it covers up the bleeding. Because especially with a dress, it would come through to the front.
True,
although to be fair, when you pop your pattern paper onto there, Debbie, that's the back end, not the front end. And I'm just, in fact, I can't remember which paper pad this is, Craig. How bad's this? Oh my days. Do you know what?
The summer of...
I think it might be one of the 8x8 pads that we did. Do you remember the... like the pick and mix?
That's right.
Yeah, because we don't do many papers that are single-sided these days. Anything from a pad is usually double-sided. I think, if I remember rightly, that is from my... yeah, it is. It is. Like a pick and mix kind of pad, the 8x8 pads. I've got far too many of those to mention. And again, it's about using up your stash, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah.
So, and I've just cut a little strip. I'm going to keep it fairly, not too much detail on it. But again, you can create some you can really go to town. You could add your little small dies to this, little love heart dies, little sparkles. You could really, like you said, add the fairy dust. I'm just going to perch that just under her feet so it looks like she's standing on the top of it. But I have grounded her, so by adding the ice blue underneath, it kind of gives her a little bit of a grounding.
Yeah, it does.
So we're going to attach those two together. So for this, I'm going to use my tacky glue.
Okey-doke. I think as well, when you're saying using up your bits, using these dies as well, you know, we've all got scraps of paper that are, you know, either that length or that kind of like width that's left over, you know, and because you're able to make them as long as you want or as short as you want, you can then kind of adapt them to the scraps that you've got as well. So that's a great way of using up the scraps in conjunction with this set.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm just going to line that up over the top. I've still got a bit of wiggle time, even though I'm using a tacky glue, I've still got a little bit of wiggle time. But it's a super powerful glue, it really is. It's a fabulous glue. And just attach those two together. I'm then going to bring in some of my ribbon. I've gone with a nice thick one. And I've gone with pink. I should have done red, with it being for Saf. But... because she does love a red.
Is that her favourite colour?
Oh, God, she's always in red. Mind you, actually, she likes to wear purple at the minute because she knows it's Nanan's favourite colour. Aww. So she likes to wear... She's just... I say she's bought some, but she's got some sparkly little pumps that have got diamantes on that are purple. And then they light up when she moves.
Oh, wow.
My God, they are fabulous. From my very... Because I wear a lot of the... there are other shoe companies, so before I say this, I'm not advertising them, but I find them the most comfortable things for my feet. Skechers.
Oh yeah.
I love to wear my Skechers, so and they're from Skechers, the kids section, because I was like, what size do they go up to? I want a matching pair because I've only got a small foot.
Okay.
So and I thought perhaps I could get a matching pair. And then I could be like, because I fell in love with her when she showed me. I'm like, oh my God. And she went, Nana, you'll like these because they're your favourite colour. And I'm like, yes, I do, Safi. Yes, I do. They are absolutely beautiful. And I love the fact that they light up and they've got purple diamantes on them.
So cute.
My kind of thing, they are my kind of thing. So I'm just going to, I've just literally pushed that through and I'm going to, because I frayed my ends, I am going to snip and snip. You could, of course, do the, now, what do they call that? The one that goes in the outie. Not tail. Oh, I can't remember what. You know, you pinch it together. Let's pinch it together.
So, yeah,
what do they call that?
Yeah, little V's or little...
and it creates that lovely ziggy-zag.
Zigzag, yeah, little pointers.
It's got a name, hasn't it? I know Leanne likes to do it with her ribbons. So let's comment.
Yeah, there's a specific name, isn't
we've got
there?
to do votes. Oh my God, write it again. We don't want to give... Is it Susie T again?
Susie T, yeah.
She's not going to be happy with us. We've got to do
we're waiting to the vote just
a demo
next.
of the show and then a demo of the day. Oh, bless her. Bless her. Right, let's come in now. I'm just going to add...
Dovetail.
A what?
Dovetail.
A dovetail. Thank
From Charlene.
you. Thank you, Charlene, because I could not, for love nor money, remember. Right, I'm going to stop there. I was going to add some gems on, but I'm not going to. I'll finish this off later. So there you go, a nice little bookmark using the tri-blends and the tricolour, actually, and that gorgeous little cute fairy and the... I just think it's so super cute. I love the added detail of the backside. I think it's really, really cute. So, again, absolutely fabulous. A great, great price. A stunning price, actually, to be fair, for what you're actually getting. That is a lot of stamps and a lot of dies for your money.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for that one. Already well, not quite a few of you then, just after showing it, is saying how much they love. That's a great idea. Loving the different uses, loving the different ideas that we're both giving you as well. We've got Fred171 saying, I got an IOU from the Tooth Fairy once. And you're still waiting. Still waiting. Love that one. Rightio, so let's head back to Debbie where we will do a demo of the show.
Yeah, I'll tidy up in a minute. Let me go back to the start. Oh yeah, the start was with the tags. So that's number one, where I've got my little side-by-side swinging friends there and creating that little aperture. So that's number one. Number two was the Once Upon a Time card base fold. So that's number two. Number three, we had the nesting dies, but used in a different way to create a card base. And then number four, I'll use the dry one because the other one's a little bit wet. Number four is our bookmark. So it's 4, it's 3, 2, or 1. You decide.
There you go. You've got a couple of minutes, and well, not even that, just to get the votes in, and Susie T will tally them up. Right, let's have a look at one of our Monday mega deals. So we're going to be having a look at the tote bag just here. Now, within this one here, you're going to be paying for the tote bag, and you're going to get our medium scissors for free, completely free, no cost whatsoever. Now, when it comes to this one here, you'll see the details just in a second, but you're going to be getting the tote bag. So this is your deluxe tote bag here. Now, you've got different options in the way that you actually divide whatever you're going to be storing in them. So you can take these ones out, and then that's going to be enabling you to fit something as big as your Gemini Junior in. You still have space for the plates. But if you are just going to be using it as a form of storage from your craft classes or craft crops, you can do, of course, but then maybe you just want to use it as storage for your plates. You've got that option in there. It's white-proof within the middle there with a light Crafter's Companion branded logo. Really strong stitching all the way around in our logo material pattern with the grey and that purple floral. You do have a zip pocket on one side, so if you are using it to take about your Gemini Junior, you can put your plugs in there, but then you've got all your pockets too. Your 3 pockets, 2 pockets with an additional 2 at the opposite side there. Really strong, sturdy base that you can see as well. And then you've also got your really strong handles. You've got your little clips there as well, really strong, like little buckle belts. And you've got that really nice, strong, but soft padding as well. So it's comfortable to be holding if you are carting it about. Now, within that one there, you don't just have to use it for crafting, of course. You can use it wherever you want, to take whatever you want out and about. But you're going to be paying for that and getting your 6-inch scissors for free, $34.99 or $39.95. You've got a platinum price of $27.99 or $31.96. So that's on Shop the Day as well. What we've then got is our glitter markers and our tri-blends as well. So this is giving you your tri-blend pen. So these are the ones that you're going to be paying for, and then you're going to get your 6 glitter pens for free. Now, when it comes to this one here, you're going to be getting the Coastal Blend. So your Coastal Blends is giving you 6 pens. Within each pen, you're going to get 3 shades. So for instance, your blue, you're going to get a light, a medium and a dark, all in that one pen. If you choose to use them completely all individually, that gives you 18 shades of colour. Now you can use these on many different materials because they are alcohol based. So if you use them in the 18 different separate blends, you're going to get the ability to then colour all these different shades: gems, pearls, ribbon, satin ribbon, organza ribbon, acetate, vellum, etc, etc. But it's all about the blend of the 3 colour families. You're going to then get your 6 glitter pens for free as well. Both of them come to $19.99 or $29.99. That's what you're paying for, with a platinum price of $15.99 or $23.99. You're going to be buying your tri-blends and getting your glitter pens for free. They're on the website as well. We're then going to be showing you our luxury cardstock. Now this is your luxury cardstock where you're buying 2 and you're getting 1 for free. So we always have to indicate a selective one as being the free one. So we are saying that you're going to be getting the red one for free, but of course you can think of it in any way that you want. You're going to be getting the red for free, and you're going to be paying for the blue and also the green as well. So it's 3 packs. Now it says 90 sheets in total. Technically it's 90 full sheets, but these extra ones at the front, they're not included within that count. So you're getting near 100 sheets. $19.98 or $31.90. You've got a platinum price of $15.98 or $25.52. Within each pack, you're going to get 10 shedless glitter, 10 satin and 10 mirror within each of the colours there. So that's on the website as well. Good one to stock up on because you've got your Christmas colours there, which we're going to need lots of them, of course. But we've got a result in for demo of the show, and demo of the show, Debbie, it goes to number 1.
Number 1?
Number 1.
The pussy and the doggy together. There you go. So, now then. Have you? Oh, right, I've got 2 of them here.
You've got 2.
Oof, this is going to be tough. Right, so you start with yours first.
I will start with my one just here. So this is the card that Debbie done within Wake Up Call this morning, that one demo of the show. So this one was using, of course, our shaped card bases. So you've got number 1 within that one there that we can just see. So I'm just going to leave it just there. So you've got number 1.
Then I've put that.
And then Debbie's got number 2.
Number 2, which is the box using our gilding flakes and the embossing folder, so that's number 2. And then number 3 is the beautiful, I love these two, the lovely cat and dog creating an aperture card. So that's number 3. There you go.
1,
you
2,
decide.
or 3. You decide. Rightio. We've got our last one we're going to show you, and that is our weekday wonder. Now this is absolutely star of the show. I'm going to tell you right now, and when I say my opinion, I'm going to tell you what the figures show because of you guys showing. That has been so popular today. That luxury cardstock I showed you, and also that watercolour card pad as well, that watercolour Christmas. They're the 3 kind of main staples of the day that you guys have loved. But this is our weekday wonder that now runs Monday to Friday, and it is an epic deal, or while stocks last. So this is the portraits from Academy of Colour. You're going to get the contents inside, 41 pieces, but not only that, it's a tuitional kit. So you're going to get the tuition from Leanne as well. There's a little card inside that you can then just zap. Incidentally, there is one, a code, QR code on the back of the packaging that I've just spotted that you could then scan instead. That's going to take you to Leanne's classes when it comes to the Academy of Colour portraits. If you scan that QR code, it actually gives you access to all of the classes as well from all the other boxes of the Academy of Colour. Shh, I didn't tell you that, although I told you over the weekend. So you're going to get the classes for portraits. So for these ones, what you are going to get, and I'm going to start with the images first. You're going to get these gorgeous images in stamp form. So these are them in stamp form. And then with Leanne, you're going to learn how to do the portrait. So light skin tones, darker skin tones, if you mix race skin tones, Leanne's going to step you through all of those. So you're going to get them within the stamps. Now you need to do them with some colour. We are giving you them as well. You've got your duo pens. Now what does that mean? 1 pen, 1 colour, but 2 different shades of that colour. You've got your black, which is your alcohol pens. Then you've got your 3 blue ones, which is your aqua pens as well. Alcohol base and your water based pens, that's included. So you'll learn from Leanne on both alcohol base and watercolour base. These are the colours that are going to come to you in that pen form. So this is giving you that indication of all the skin tones and the portraits. We're going to give you some watercolour cardstock, and you're also then going to be getting your alcohol-proof cardstock that you can see just here. All of that, including all of that tuition as well, from Leanne, £28 or $38. You're saving £20.87 or $27.43. You've got a platinum price of £22.40 or $30.40, plus you're going to be getting double points on that. Double points on all of your weekday wonder deals, which remember run Monday to Friday while stocks last. Will this last to Friday? I don't know. If day one's anything to go for, you know, you might want to consider soon if that is something that you're going to go for. But we do have a result. We've got a result. In demo of the day, Debbie, it goes to number 2.
My box?
Your box.
Oh my God, I need it back. Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. There you go. Number 2.
Number 2. Awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie. You know what I feel. I always love it when you're on. It's always a pleasure. I learn, I get inspiration. And of course, you guys home, you're exactly the same because the comments go crazy. When are you back?
Thursday. I've got a mini little sneaky peek of what's coming up on Thursday night, but I'm doing a craft along as well. And the craft along is all about the mini memories. For everybody that watched me down at the other channel, you'll know that I promised we were doing a craft along, start to finish, 2 hours, putting an album together, and fingers crossed we get time to do the box file as well. Can't get to the boxes and the drawers, that's a little bit too much because that, you know, it's 2 hours, let's be realistic. But we have got a lovely viewer as well, so I'm really looking forward to it. And again, it's like passing ships in the night, keep missing Jam. Keep missing her. But she's in tomorrow, Mrs. Brown is back in the building.
Indeed. She absolutely is. So you've got an absolute epic day coming your way tomorrow. So first thing, you're going to be starting with Corin and Jan with Wake Up Call, of course. Then Corin and Jan are going to be back together at the end of the day, 6 o'clock UK time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, 10 a.m. Pacific time, with it being a Tuesday and a launch party. Sandwiched in the building is going to be the boss in the middle of the day. Sarah's going to be back, of course, with an absolutely epic, gorgeous, beautiful collection. It is absolutely exquisite. It really, really is. So that's going to be 2 o'clock here in the UK, 9 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. Pacific time. That's going to be with Corin and Sarah. So it's the first time that Corin and Sarah are going to be working side by side within the studio. So that's going to be a lovely show as well. So between Corin, Jan and Sarah, it's going to be an absolutely epic day. Thank you so much. I'm going to be back for the first 2 shows on Wednesday. I'm going to be back with Sheena, and then Ben's going to take over from me on that last show. Have a lovely rest of the evening here in the UK. Have a lovely day for you guys stateside. Debbie, I love you as always. Thank you to James, thank you Johnny as well, and thank you as well to Tracy and Liv. Absolutely massive help. Rachel and Susie as well. Right, we'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.